Dear learners, welcome to this video on designing of multimedia. In this video, we will able to discuss the designing of multimedia, describe the storyboard for multimedia. So, in order to develop the multimedia packages, we need a multimedia development team where the team will, this is a teamwork where when you are planning, when you are seeing any multimedia package, you can see that there is a teamwork is involved because this team is have the producer, content specialist, multimedia architect, instructional designer, script writer, computer graphic artist, audio video specialist, computer programmer and webmaster. So, why we need all these people? What is the role of the multimedia development team? So, for example, we will discuss one by one what are the role for the each expert in the multimedia team. So, the producer will look into the overall component of multimedia because he will plan for it the multimedia package, how it will come out then. So, the producer involved have all sort of controlling of all the other team members, and the producer will discuss with the client what they and their requirements. So, based on the requirement, producer will plan it the multimedia, discussing with the client and the developing team and produce the multimedia on time. That is very important because the multimedia, already we discussed that it take lot of time to develop multimedia packages. So, planning is very important while developing the multimedia. And next one is a content specialist. So, the content specialist provide the content, whatever the content will be available in the multimedia packages. The content may be either in the form of we will convert the content into the text based or audio based or video based or animation based. So, the content specialist provides you the content, what will be the where to place the content and what will be the form of the content and all. So, all the content, if I am saying that content specialist the role, the content should be the unique without any plagiarism. They should follow the copyright issues and for example content including the graphics, including the drawing and the chart and everything. So, content specialists take care of the originality and take care of the plagiarism and take care of the copyright issues. So, once the content is ready, then the multimedia architect people will design for the multimedia packages. So, designing will be happening at the will create the designing plan will be created by the multimedia architect or multimedia specialist, where they can plan accordingly so that the designing part will be executed in through the development and the production. And coming to the instructional designer, it is required where the for the educational type of multimedia packages. When it is a educational based multimedia component, the instructional designer role is very important because they will follow the pedagogy behind the content and the subject. So that will be very important role for the instructional designer, where to place, how much content they have to give and how to the flow of the thing and the weightage of the content, everything will be taken care by the instructional designer. Then after that, once the designing part is there, the script writer will convert the content and the instruction into the script part, where you will come to know when you are watching any film type of thing, you will know that each frame will be designed as a script or storyboard type of thing. So when the filmmaker, before getting into the scheduling, the capturing the film and all, so they will write the script for that particular scene or particular frame. They will script it, and the script includes the content, the dialogue and the audio, video, everything will be included in that particular script. I will show you the example how the scripting will be designed or the recording in the coming slides. And the graphic artist also, some of the thing you need a special graphic artist or some computer based graphic artist to capture the graphs or designing the graphs in the computer itself. So we need that computer artist also. Then after that, audio and video specialists are required, where to capture without any noise, and then the position of the capturing the video, the placement and everything is based on the video audio producers. And the programmers, where the computer program is very much essential for the multimedia development team, because they will have some coding behind that, so that all the component integrated properly and place the information correctly with the navigation, with the interactivity. So the role of computer program is very important after to finalize the product. And the product, if you the product is ready, that product may be disseminated through CD-ROM, or otherwise it will be placed in the website. If you want to place it in the website, then you need a webmaster or web developer to place the multimedia content in appropriate place in the website also. So these are the minimum requirement team for developing the multimedia content. So how to design this basically the Philips are a model for interactive multimedia production. So they have calculated the how much time is required for multimedia packages. So this research is conducted in 1997. After that, there are lot of authoring tools are coming in the market, which helps the easily we can produce the multimedia component. And also earlier days we only depends on the computer, where computer helps us to view the multimedia component or packages. But nowadays we have a mobile also, where the same package can be viewed using the mobile also. So now application is very much easy to develop the content or multimedia packages to deliver the different devices, not only the computer but also through the mobile or tablets and etc. So these are the devices are nowadays changing up. So how to design? For example, what Philips are explained in their researchers, for 1 hour multimedia material takes between 300 to 500 hours to produce the content. So that's why we used to say that the developing or the content, multimedia content takes much time for the final product. So what are the requirement? Basic elements for designing is design, develop and evaluate. Once you designing itself will evaluate, because whether the design is going properly or not, you have to evaluate the design. Once the designing part is ready, then it will go to the evaluation. Once if it is okay with the design, then it will go for the development. So development will take place, and then after that, after developing the product, that again it will go to the evaluation. So once it is evaluated, then it will go for the production and implementation. So, these are the basic minimum flow of the multimedia development. So, we need to design. So, Kennel and Wills are saying that in their research and analysis will take 12 percentage of time, the overall production time. That means once if you want to develop any kind of multimedia package, then you have to research it. Research in the sense that whether it is required or not, first of all. If it is required, how we will go about, what are the content available, what are the material we need it, and so on and so forth. So, the basic research will happen, and after that the analysis will happen. Analysis includes the content analysis, include the audience analysis, and includes the design analysis, so that the appropriately who is the client, who will be the audience for to whom we are going to develop and then give the final product. So, analysis will take 12 percentage of time for our entire overall time for the production, and after that design part will also takes 21 percentage of time of our product. So, designing takes much time. Once you design properly, then it will be creating problem while developing the content. So, developing part takes more time, approximately 50 percentage of time. That means they have said 46 percentage. So, 50 percentage of your overall time will be taken for the developing the multimedia packages. As we already discussed, development include many component. For example, one person will design for the graphics, one person will design for develop the audio, one person develop the video component, one person will develop, the expert will develop the animation and all. So, put together everything, integrating all the component will make the final product. So, development involve lot of time and people. And once the project manager or otherwise the producer will take 16 percentage to integrate, or the computer programmer will take time to integrate all the component to make the final product. So, once the product is ready, we will distribute to the user or the end user or the client where to whom we are developing for that particular multimedia component. Once the product is ready, the job will not over. You have to have the documentation and you have to have the testing also. So, evaluation is continuous process while developing the developing or designing, developing and final product. The continuously we evaluate each and every stage, so that any mistake or will not happen while implementing the final product. Documentation also very much important, because for example, if you are developing any audio based, the source file needs to keep in with the documentation, because the final product will go into the for implementation. The source product should be keeping in the record, so that if it is any minor correction or revision will come, then the source can be easily used to revise the content, revise the product. If you are not having the source, then you need to repeat the process again. It will take again time, cost and people involvement. So, documentation is very important in this type of process. So, then testing also. Testing, you can when you are developing, the team people will evaluate, but final product will be given to the clients or the stakeholder for testing. Once the testing is success, then the product will be released for the client and the end user. So, these are the design procedure for designing the multimedia package. And as I said that the designing is very important, the designing includes the scripting or storyboarding. What is scripting? Scripting or storyboarding is a design tool to determine how a user will interact and navigate through the content of multimedia product. So, the script is involved in the throughout the multimedia production. We used to call as a screen. That means one screen will have the many component, maybe a text, maybe animation, and also audio video. So, scripting part help us where to place the content, where to keep the audio, where to keep the video program, and etc. So, scripting part is very important. You know that entire before developing the multimedia package, the storyboard will be developed. The storyboard helps the developer, that means helps the multimedia architecture to finalize the product. And also scripting, we can say that the definition of the scripting, we can say that never design a multimedia product without first outlining its structure, conceptualizing logical pathway, and defining the content for each screen. So, this is very important, because without planning or designing we cannot go to the multimedia product. Once this is ready with that outlining the structure, how it will be that. For example, in this particular screen I have placed the heading as a scripting and storyboarding in a bold space, and after that definition with the quotation, and within the 4 lines, each line have a 4 word. So, in this way you can plan that particular screen, so that the viewer can easily capture the information, and also the content for each screen will be logically placed for that particular screen. And the architectural drawing for the multimedia project or storyboard and navigation mapping. So, storyboard are combined together with the navigation map during the design process. So, that is what I said, navigation is very important to move the place where to place the content. From there how the product will be move further, whether linear way or otherwise non-linear way. And the storyboard is organized sequentially, screen by screen, and each screen is searched out with design note and specifications. So, storyboard should have organized sequentially, and that means screen by screen, one screen, after that after this screen where it will go, and after that how it will move further, and each screen have a design note. That means you have to say that it should have a border, or it should have a background screen, and everything you have to specifically mention for each and every screen. And these are some of the phases for scripting the process. That means you can preparation phase, where you have to write the basic component or the basic elements, then you can go for the objectives, why we need it. And in the preparation phase you need a target audience is very important, to whom you are creating, and the purpose, whether it is a advertisement type of multimedia, or it is a educational multimedia, or otherwise website based multimedia. So, that is a basic component, which from there you need to go further one by one. Once the concept is clear, then you need a target audience. Then after that, what is the objective, why you are going for this multimedia product? The objective is very needed, that is information objectives, and then motivational, behavioral, and different type of objectives are there. So, you need to follow that objectives to develop the multimedia package. Once it is ready, then you have to go for the writing phase, where you can focus on the content. The content may be a different format, different element or different component. So that also you have to capture which element, which component you are using for the content. From there then you have to go for the validation, then you can go for the evaluation, and you can go for the documentation. So these are the scripting process you can follow. Some of the basic scripting phases you can follow to develop the content for the multimedia package. So some of the guidelines which are writing the script: divide the script into small screens, especially for the Flash. For example, if you are going for the Flash type of authoring tool, Flash is one of the authoring is a proprietary software, you have to buy it, but it has a sophisticated, robust type of software which you can use it. And also Adobe Photoshop and Adobe developing tools are available. For example, if you are going for the developing this, then you can go use the Photoshop to create the concept, the screen and everything, you can use it for it. And there are so many authoring tools are available. We will come to we will study that also authoring tool in the next video. And then you can number the screen, like in screening, numbering the screen is very important, so that the developer will the architect or otherwise the multimedia developer easily follow the screens one by one. So numbering the screen is very important. After that you can go with the all type of media and interactivity. You have to indicate that in interactivity detailedly, so that will not create any problem for developing the multimedia packages. And also you have to use as a conversational, that's what I said, that the content specialist is very important, how to place the content, that is the active voice sentences or otherwise conventional tone, like that you have to place based on the content designer or content specialist. And then exercise should be provided, and you can provide the feedback to both correct and incorrect choices if it is going for the educational type of multimedia. And also you can if it is the educational type, you have to focus on the learner's attention also. So next this is the template where you can create the storyboard template. That should be the name, the course name, or otherwise the for example, this storyboard for developing the educational multimedia package, so that you have to provide the course name, unit name and title name, like that. You can place the animation where you can keep the video clips, and then you can place it for the graph and then text and all. You can specifically mention in the template. And then this is the some of the screenshot where we can use it for this. There are many buttons are available. We can place the picture here and there, and then there is a home page. Why I have placed this screen here is, once you are creating any package, the background color, font color and button color and the logo and title and everything will be freezed. Then once background is freezed, and then we can place the content in the places. So first of all, the multimedia designer asks you to finalize the background color, finalize the font color, finalize the button color and the logo and everything. Once you have finalized, then they will move into the screen by screen. They will keep all the background color and the component, and wherever required only they will change it. So this type of designing is very important for this. Let us see the example for the storyboarding. So here I have an interactive multimedia project for the storyboard for the interactive multimedia of one of the topic. So what we are going to here is, there is a scene 1, 2, 3 like that scene, that means you can call it as a screen or scene like that. In this first scene we are going to explain the logo and also video for introduction video and the one button for skipping and skipping the intro and all, because whenever they are playing the CD, the introduction will come, then they can skip the particular introduction video and then they can move into the next scene like that. So for that also, going back and for coming back and everything, you have to keep the button for navigation, so that the user can easily skip some of the part, some of the scene, and then they can move into the next screen and all. So there is a home page where you can inform the home page button and all. After that, there is a scene 3 where the objective of that particular content, particular multimedia package, objectives are there, and then scene 3 will be 4 will be the content and navigation plan, glossary, resources and contact us. Then scene 4 will further divided into section 1, section 2, section 3, section 5 like that, and you can move to the up to the end of the component. So like that we can further we can design it for how it will move from here to there and all. You can plan it as a screen, and these are the some of the, there are up to 40 scenes are available. So this is the home page where the introduction scene, where the video clips from the existing CD and everything will be there. You can have a skip button where the user can skip from this particular introduction scene to moving into the next scene. This is the home page, the first home page where the home information will be available, and there is a objective and all the buttons are available here, so that the user can directly click the button and go move into that particular component. And the home button will have a text, or you can say that the background color also, the graphics, animation and also, like that each and every screen will be moved to the thing. This here there is a content page. In that content page, further the content page is divided into the section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each section will be the content will be displayed in the main page of thing. So we can say that you can, if it is a video, you can control the volume and play, and then you can skip it. So all the components should be placed appropriately, placed in properly, so that the user can easily navigate the buttons to get the information properly. So in this way the storyboard can be designed. For example, these are the storyboard component where the next is section. And next section, for example, in this section you can have a video, you can have animation and all, and so that the screen can be easily viewed, and how the multimedia developer can easily place the content appropriately to design the multimedia package. This will reduce the discussion, or planning itself will have a clear vision to develop the final product. So this is the example for